Good morning, everyone. I'm so honored to be here, and to be able to give the commencement address in my own alma mater is literally a dream come true, especially after just graduating only 8 months ago. President Simmons, I've said this to you before, but now I get to say it publicly. Thank you for your extraordinary and impeccable leadership, and for the steps that Prairie View is taking to be leaders in our community and to set an example for other institutions of higher learning. I'm so proud to be an alum of PV under your tutelage. I would also like to thank the provost, the faculty and staff, and of course the alums. And I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge and celebrate the life and memory of Dr. James A. Wilson, Jr. Dr. Wilson was incredibly instrumental in my coming back to Prairie View and getting my degree. He was always unsparing with kind words and encouraging text messages. As busy as he was, Dr. Wilson always checked on me and made sure that I had everything that I needed to be successful in the classroom. I'm deeply saddened that he is not here to see this. I know he would be very proud of this moment. So thank you, Dr. Wilson. You will most certainly be missed. Well, we're in an interesting time, aren't we? I'm sure none of us ever thought that we would be graduating on a computer, but here we are. Graduating from college is challenging enough without the presence of a global pandemic and the looming sense of anxiety about the health and safety of ourselves and our loved ones. Or a political and social climate that seems like we're on the precipice of another civil war. So, to all the graduates, congratulations. You have navigated through these difficult times and uncharted waters to continue to be successful. Although these circumstances are not ideal, and we're all attending graduation from our homes, I hope that that doesn't diminish the sense of pride and accomplishment that you all should be feeling right now. I truly believe that there are 3 valuable lessons in just about any and everything we do or experience. Those 3 lessons are preparation, perspective, and purpose. I think the first 2 go hand in hand. Every obstacle, hurdle, etc. is preparing you for the next challenge, and with that you gain clarity or perspective. Growing up as the son of a Major League Baseball player, baseball was in my genes. I was good at it, very good at it, like better than my dad at it. His words, not mine. I knew the ups and downs of a baseball season, striking out, making errors, having a bad game, having a bad couple of games. I expected all of that. I knew those challenges would come, and so I knew how to mentally navigate through them. Everyone wants to do well and succeed, of course, but I knew how to not let those challenges get me down or keep me from being productive. I'll share with you a quick story. As a kid, I used to interview myself after games. I grew up around and watching my favorite sports stars on and off the field. In interviews, I saw how poised and composed they were. I just knew I was going to be there one day. I was sharpening my skills to prepare for a life in front of the camera in the spotlight playing Major League Baseball. At least that's what I thought. And so, of course, as teenagers and often into adulthood, we think we know everything. So I thought I had the preparation and perspective parts down because I believed I knew what my purpose was. Now, I won't bore you with an itemized list of my setbacks, pitfalls, and disappointments, but let's fast forward to the winter of 2008, when I was shot in the chest by a police officer for allegedly stealing my own car and driving it up to my own house, because of an unforced error on behalf of the police. My baseball career and what I thought my purpose was virtually over. Meanwhile, the officer that wrongfully shot me never lost his job, continued his career, and was in fact promoted to lieutenant within the same police department of which he was a member when he shot me. Then began a legal battle that lasted nearly 10 years. Interview after interview, deposition after deposition, I was grilled with condescending questions from reporters and attorneys, and often done so in the same room with the man who had shot me. But I was prepared for it. My entire adolescence and early adulthood, I had been training myself to be resilient and composed under a microscope, preparing for that spotlight. Now let's talk about perspective. Yes, I lost my baseball career. Yes, the officer kept his career. And while I was good enough to make it, I had to sit on the sidelines and watch all of my friends and teammates go on to live the dream that I had dreamed my entire life. But I should also mention that there were 2 other black men that were shot and killed by police in the same 24 hours in which I was shot. A guy by the name of Adolph Grimes in New Orleans, and if you all remember the movie Fruitvale Station, Oscar Grant. And while trying to pick up the pieces of my life that were all over the place, at a time when I believed that I no longer had a purpose, I was forced to look at things from a different vantage point. Why me? These 2 other men, and of course countless others since, had lost their lives. Why am I still here? During that decade-long battle, I fought so hard for justice for myself and to have a voice that I didn't even realize that I was fighting for more than just myself. I was realizing and living my purpose as becoming the voice for the voiceless. Preparation, perspective, and purpose. As I close, I think it's important that we all take a moment to thank the many people who have sacrificed the time, the money, and the energy for you to be able to call yourselves graduates today. To the incredible village of parents, grandparents, friends, and family, for all of your love and support that helped get these graduates to this point today. Whoever you're watching this with, give them a big hug and tell them thank you. You all have worked tirelessly to achieve this huge milestone in your lives. The collegiate experience is one of the most memorable chapters of your life, and you all have successfully navigated through waters that proved to be choppy at times, and you all have come out better for it. But now the real work begins. Many of you will venture into jobs and careers in your field. Some of you may even start your own businesses. In all that you do going forward, remember that while victories must be celebrated, the taste of success is that much sweeter when you reach back to help someone else up. I know many of you will go on to be great leaders in whatever field you choose in your career. In everything that you do, don't ever forget that leadership is about people. Leadership is about serving others. None of us get here on our own. So when you get to be in that position, be the voice or mentor that opens up a door of opportunity for others, and be the seed of someone else's self-confidence and success. Less than a year ago, I was sitting where you are right now, figuratively, of course, and now I'm your commencement speaker. The strength that I had to weather those turbulent times of the last 10 years, I got in large part because of my time here at Prairie View. Today, you all join an elite and anointed group of Prairie View alumni. Prepare as best as you can, put things in a perspective, and live out your purpose. And let's continue to show the world that Prairie View produces productive people. Graduates, it has been an absolute pleasure to be the commencement speaker on your special day, and I cannot wait to witness all that you all will accomplish. Thank you, and may God bless you all.